Hello everyone, Dimensional Traveler here, and today I bring you another update vlog. Now, it's not going to be long like the one I had that other time. For sure, it's going to be quick. It's going to be 10 to 15, like I said. And mainly, it's going to be going for that for me because I want to make sure I don't go on too long like other videos tend to have that problem. But I'm doing better with my time management, with not going on too long than I need to, stuff like that. And even though the graphics on my screen aren't as good, my words are still able enough to be informative of what's happening with the channel. So basically, yeah, I put up a video for a new series for the current week that is moving on to the next now, and apparently I only got 3 views. I'm actually kind of shocked. Well, not as much because I'm not that big a YouTuber, and also because uh, I could expect that to happen for my series, basically, but pretty much it isn't doing as well as I thought it would. Mainly because, yeah, it's more of an introduction, but luckily I didn't have to deal with any mobs, and that's probably the problem. Also because I was going off because I couldn't focus properly, but I'm still partly sick, as is of now. Uh, I'm starting to get better, and I'm also kind of not. It's kind of like a roller coaster changing, which is better or worse, I don't know. Can't really figure out what to do about it, but I'm improving. It's no longer sneezing anymore. It's just coughing sometimes. But yeah, I'm doing better. And for sure, next week is going to be me and Slinky's main series, as promised from the last vlog. And we're going to be doing a better step. So basically, the last episode, that's going to be for the weeks, because I'm a week on, week off, as I said, because of different locations. One week I'm on one place, and one week I'm on another. One week is basically like the ending week for now is when I will no longer have the recording equipment on me, but there's not much room to record for me and Slinky. So basically, the next week I don't have the equipment, but I do have basically my office, well, my room that I treat like an office, and it's pretty detailed, and not really many people see it, so it's a good opportunity to have my alone time with you all to share facts and that as best I can. So the thing is, one week I have to pre-record 2 episodes and then move on to basically, yeah, releasing them like that so that you have your content as promised for weekly, and also not get too bored with my channel. Because I know I've been having too many vlogs as is, but I'm working on that. And I did say before that I'm going to be looking into doing a, like, advice in that, and helpful tips for YouTubing, or at least from what knowledge I know. Even though I'm not that far of a YouTuber, I still have a lot of ideas, and I know a good amount of stuff that can help you out when you're working with a YouTube channel. And it depends on what kind of YouTuber you are, because for me I'm weekly, and that's kind of a rare thing. Usually there'd be daily YouTubers, like some of the big shots that you see nowadays are just daily, like, or sometimes they'd release 2 videos a day, and a lot of that type of stuff. Or there'd be certain YouTubers like Patricia Plays and Unique, or certain ones like that where sometimes they either would go a bit daily, or they just release a video as much as they can. Like Sketch, he sometimes isn't always able to release videos, so he releases them every now and then. So there's those type of YouTubers, but the difference is with me, it's actually more rare for there being a weekly YouTuber where I know it's technically not the case because I do release update vlogs at the end, but the vlogs aren't really videos. They're more updates, even though that nearly hour long vlog was like almost a short film, basically, of pointless talk. Still, there's some good quality in some of that, but basically I treat the main videos of the series that are gaming content, that's main videos, but the update vlogs are to help adjust for not only myself, but also you as a viewer, so that you can have better time with your schedule if you're wanting to watch me. So yes, the new series isn't really going very far, but I will admit, though, I am doing my best for it, and there are some tricks, like some tricks I haven't tried yet, but I'm really wanting to give a shot. Now, I will admit, before it happens, for the next single episode of myself for the solo survival series, when I went out of episode, I did have to spawn in a lead so I could bring in a donkey, because I really want to try the chest attached to donkey method. But the thing is, I actually haven't I haven't tried before, but there's lead, so I was thinking I'd put up a little thing saying the lead of shame, because I want to be more realistic with the Minecraft. Even though it's all right to use cheats for certain stuff like that, the main series with me and Slinky, I'm allowed to do certain stuff like that because it helps get the episode going. I only use, I only spawn in like a few bits of iron ingots to get some extra hoppers because I was afraid I'd run out of our stock. But then after we were done recording, a day or two later maybe, I actually went on like a whole mining trip. Like I went through a lot of resources. We now have some cows for leather, and we're gonna be doing enchantments in the next episode. But also, I came across a whole lot of stuff. We have some more gold now, like 42, I think. We have like 3, maybe 4, who knows? I don't know how much exactly, but we have loads of not only cobblestone, but we have loads of iron now. And because of our encounter, well, I'm not going to be spoiling too much of what we found in the last episode, because I don't want to ruin it for you all, because after all, this is an update vlog, and this is pretty much done before the video was released, so I don't want to spoil anything for you, because after all, even though there are sometimes you want to share some stuff, you don't always do that. Like, and I'm sorry for bringing this up after I said that I would not again. It's kind of like with Scott Cathon about his Five Nights at Freddy's game, the sister location, because of the content in that, he didn't want to give too much away. So with the one trailer, he didn't release any more like other content and that developers would release, because he wanted to make sure that was enough and intriguing, but also not giving away too much of the quality. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now, because I don't really remember how much because I haven't edited yet, but I know for sure it's going to be a lot of detail, and there is going to be a lot of fighting, and you get to see me mock up a lot, and Slinky enjoy himself, and I'm not gonna say any more about what's happening with that. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be doing more stuff for content. So right now we got the main series going, and that's gonna be happening next week, and the week that's gonna follow, when I get the recording equipment that week, because I'm able to record before the Wednesday comes up, and because Slinky's only available usually after Wednesday, that means I can record a video for the current week a few days before, edit it, and then get it ready to publish. And then the days after, me and Slinky can pre-record while I do the editing, either if it's the next week or the current week that we've just finished, so that I can get the details on, and I do it all at once. I don't do it on separate days because I find that's just too much to bear if I messed up on something. So yeah, I go all the way the first try, and I do as much detail as I can, and also much effort for editing. So yes, it's going to be all done at once. We have it recorded, but we don't have it edited yet, so when it comes up next Wednesday, it will be edited properly, and we did get a proper time. I did get to use my phone so that we won't have to check the Hapaj mid-video. So yeah, we had proper setup. So our schedule now for the main series is we're going to go about like 20 to 23 minutes, mainly because there are always going to be awkward moments when we have to cut out certain content, because to not only shorten the time, but also because some of it doesn't need to be described so much. Like say if we need to get somewhere sometime or look for something, we could just cut up the video, cut those parts out, and then basically just let it all sink in so it's not too long and boring. And that's one of the things that we're going to be working on. Well, even though Slinky helps me with recording, I mainly do all the editing, and for sure I talked to Slinky about it, and we are going to be doing stuff for his channel soon. You should check his channel. He's really great as a YouTuber. He mainly does high reels at the moment, but because of his Overwatch gaming, and he doesn't really have a proper recording device, I'm going to support him with the Hapaj, basically, so that he doesn't have to go through mid-video like we do in the main series sometimes for the Hapaj, for the videos where we have to check the time on how much we're going. It's mainly so that, say, I can look at the screen, because there's 2 cables. An HDMI cable for output, or basically the display of the screen, and there'd be the USB for, like, basically the whole control, basically for activating the modem from the start. Now, we don't really use the button on the base because sometimes it messes up, so we like to do it straight from the computer. Also, another thing I'm going to be doing, because I can't do role playing yet, because I need some more subscribers, mainly so that when I get a bit more noticed by people, it's so that when there's some other people like in, like companies, or I don't know, basically developers or something, I don't know, support of some people go with computers, I'm not sure. But anyways, with that type of support, I'm thinking that if I can wait a little bit for getting more subscribers and that, it'll help so that when that I could get noticed by some of those kind of people, and then maybe they'd want to help support my channel a bit better so that I can do stuff like role playing. There are a bunch of content ideas in that I would like to do, but I can't do it without some of that support. So at the moment, it's not going to be confirmed, but But as I was speaking of for role playing, I talked to Patricia Plays, and she actually thought it was a good idea. We're still thinking of ideas. I was thinking I'd help out with some of the voicing for the story, and also some of the story itself, because as I've been told when I was younger, I have really good storytellers. Like, I actually thought this series, when I did, like, just an image and then a little description of the story and certain stuff like that. Well, I think that's one of the story ideas that people liked. And some of my parents' friends actually said, like, if this were more detailed, or like if this were like a little bit more detailed, I want to see it as a movie. But I don't let that stuff go to my head because I don't know how exactly it's going to go down. But basically, yes, it's all that. It's all gonna be like that with the role playing. So basically, I'm gonna be helping out with some of the story because, after all, still to this day, my story telling that's getting a bit better, especially with developing my own. I've been told of a lot, and I did a story thing from my mind for a character that I want to write down for, and it actually affected my schoolwork. I even said to them, it's almost like how Tolkien was noticed in school for just writing the first part of "In a Hole in the Ground" there lived a hobbit type of thing, basically like that. How, but little more, and I'm like shocked from how they were letting it affect my grade. They said it was like A plus or something like that, and I'm like, I didn't want to let my stories in that affect my work, but I was forced into it, so I had no choice. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna be helping Patricia Plays on her channel with the role playing. I don't know if it's serious. She thinks it should be a horror idea, but I'm still talking to her about what it could be like. It sounds like a good idea because I have a similar thing, but a kid-friendly edition. So I was thinking mainly, like asking her what ideas or stuff she'd want for her series, because it's on her channel and I want it to be out of her liking and that, because after all, even though I'm offering my support, it's all for her channel. It's not anything to do with mine. Even though I'm offering my support, like with voicing and sometimes stories, I rather her have most of the detail in that she comes up with, because it's for her audience, not mine. I hardly have any audience, to be honest. I just have a few YouTubers, mainly her and a couple others, quite literally, who watch my videos, and hardly any other. But yeah, basically that's pretty much how it's going down. And for this, I'm not going to be going on anymore about more details. But yeah, basically the main series I'm going to be doing. I've been doing the solo survival series. That's so I can teach you, like, show you a bit more facts that even I was shocked to hear existed in Minecraft. But mainly so that I can discover some things with you and also survive and do my best to explore 1.11, because I personally don't know much about 1.11. Even though I've seen a couple other YouTubers talk about it, I still haven't experienced it myself. So I'm going to be looking into that type of thing. And yeah, I hope you want to keep that content going too. I'm not too worried about likes or comments at the moment. It's mainly subscriptions, but Sketch did say his advice. He said he didn't get like a lot of famous or viewers or stuff like that until like a year or two later. So yeah, good for him. And Unique, since I met her, her subscription count just went skyrocketing, and I'm like, is this the same Unique I saw on my subscription list when I was checking it the one time? Because that's how I pretty much met her. I just looked through my subscriptions, like, who's Unique Gaming? So I checked, and then yeah, I was there for the whole debate and that. But basically, enough about that. But apparently, from the looks of it, my vlogs are starting to get a little bit more views than my actual content. So I hope you will be looking into the content as much as I'm trying. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and if you're wanting to support the channel, one of the ways that you can help out with it is simply just, well, subscribing would be one way. Liking, whatever, but basically, subscribing will help the channel develop a bit better. It actually will help out a bit, but it's only at your choice. So don't feel forced or pressured into liking a video or my content or even subscribing. It's just mainly sharing what could help out with the development of this whole setup. But I know it's not going to get far instantly. I'm just going to be working on it as best I can. So yeah, may the legend live on, Dimensional out. See y'all later. Bye!